No, Nathan.
Hang on. Okay, now go.
Okay. Hey, Nathan. Since the EU is like it's like S and C canon as well, which is secondary and continuity. That's what that stands for. Since the EU covers S and C canon, we could we could look at the canon, the Star Wars multiverse canon hierarchy system, and talk about other things such as Star Wars infinities and stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe.
Which the Star Wars Infinities is N canon, which means non-canon, and it covers like it's even more multiversal because it's covering whole other universes and timelines where events go differently, than they usually do in the original trilogy.
Okay, yeah, just had to change the title real quick.
I can't get that song out of my fucking head.
I could play the Russian national anthem for you.
Oh no, dude! I've heard that national fucking anthem too much.
Yeah, to anyone who sees this, Dan has heard the Russian national anthem so many times. I wonder if he's a secret KGB agent.
If I was, I think the first thing I'd want to do is probably like capture you and interrogate you or something. That'd be funny.
Well, knowing my hatred for commies, that would probably be the most productive thing you've done.
Oh, because yeah. Oh, what's the saying? Better dead than red.
Yeah, I agree with that sentiment.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's the sentiment of many anti-communist American types from the olden days. The olden days. Hey-ya,
Yeah,
hoo-ha.
better dead than red, as far as I'm concerned.
Better dead than red. Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, we were gonna talk more about EU and Star Wars. So
G canon and EU of Star Wars. Thank you very much.
yeah, the Jedi are a cult. So are the Sith, and fuck them both.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Well, I mean, I guess I could see your point a bit for the EU because the EU does make them a bit more morally dubious, but the G canon are heroes, so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh hey.
Yeah, but yeah, no. If you told me, oh no, I can't remember if we said this in the last time we did this, but if you had to tell me I had to pick a faction, I'd go Mandalorian. Like it's not a light nor dark.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know. Huh. Hold on a second. I'm trying to spell the word hierarchy. Let me look that up. H-E.
H-I-E-R.
All right. Yeah, I was just looking it up. I didn't ask you to spell it. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Right. Here it is. Oh boy, I feel it. I feel it in my system. Okay, here we go. Here we fucking go. I made a whole fucking thread on this. Bitches. Okay, anyway, let me pull up the page so we can get started. Here we go. And I feel like I just got home, and I feel. Here we are. Oh, it's Z-Wolf. He's on the Discord server. Hey Z-Wolf, me and Nathan are streaming right now. You want to join or no? Oh yeah, we're having a geeky Star Wars G canon versus EU debate. You might not be into that. Well, Bats, you can stick here with. All right, well, if you want to stick around, but yeah, Bats over here is I think he's like I don't know. He's not there. He's just kind of silent. So yeah.
Yeah, he's more silent than Jay and Silent Bob.
Hey, we're doing a debate. We're doing a debate stream. It's between me and Nathan. But anyway, yeah, you see this tier list, Nathan?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, EU, which is like C and S canon, and G canon and T canon are like the main universe and such. I think T canon has a couple alternate timelines. G canon does as well because as George said, events can alter. EU is this specifically. An end canon is where we go into outer worldly, completely alternate stuff. Nathan, like Star Wars Infinity, for example.
All right. Oh.
Hey, look, check it out on YouTube, man. Go to Nathan's channel. Just take a look, all right? Yeah, I'll send you a link to his channel right now. I mean, you could just look up Nathan Stein, but I'll just send you a link to the channel so I don't not overcomplicate. Oh, okay, yeah, sure, man. I'm gonna put it in the general so you can see it. All right. It already started.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for a Captain Procrastinator here to get his ass in gear.
All right. Well, I'm not distracted anymore. It's in the general. Just take a look and press on the link and watch it. All right. See you later, Zeal. Oh, I thought you were going. You're staying?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. You know what? I'll be gone. All right, Nathan. I'm completely here now.
Yay.
Okay. You say that with very low enthusiasm.
Okay, so actually, you know what's funny? I can't remember if I said this already, but despite the fact that EU villainizes the Jedi, that's also what makes them interesting.
I mean, the EU doesn't just villainize them, the EU also holds them up. The EU gives you a very complex view of them, but the EU gives you a complex view of everything. So it's nothing specific to any particular person or group. Yeah. I mean, the G canon can be very complex, but it does give you a baseline idea of how characters and groups are. So in a G canon or T canon story, you're not going to get, well, maybe in a T canon story, but in a G canon story, you're not going to get a positive Sith sort of perspective. The Sith are bad. Whereas in an EU story or a T canon story, you may get like a perspective towards the Sith, and to some degree, not entirely, but well, I say that for the T canon. For the EU, you'll definitely get perspectives from the Sith. Some positive, some negative. It depends. So yeah, the EU is more complex, But yeah. So what particular G canon versus EU debate topic do you want to start with, Nathan?
Let me think. I like the Mandalorians in the EU over the G canon Mandalorians.
All right. Well, G canon / T canon Mandalorians, but I see your point. Whereas in the G canon and the T canon, the Mandalorian, who the Mandalorians used to be are long dead. They're now just they're just a peacekeeping group. Whereas in the EU, they're still who they are. That hasn't changed. I should say G canon, T canon, G canon / T canon, and Disney canon, because Disney canon seems to reflect that. Yeah.
Okay, well, I like the EU version because they're more. Well, one, we don't see them in the G canon as far as I know, except for Boba Fett. And he's, as far as I consider, at the time, he wasn't considered a Mandalorian.
Right.
But also, the EU versions are kind of, if not complex, they're at least unique. The fuck? Looking at my charging power, it's at 30%.
Can you plug anything in?
Oh, it's plugged in now.
All right.
And also, I'm watching TV while we talk.
Of course you are, you lazy son of a bitch. I'm kidding.
The sad part is there's nothing to watch.
Well, oh, I got a message from Cashian. Did you make that Instagram? Oh my god, this guy at the fucking Instagram.
Eh,
Hold on a
who
second.
knows? But
Get back.
actually, one thing we should talk about is like the difference between the Sith and the G and EU. There's one thing we should discuss there,
Yeah, sure. Like what?
like how the Sith are a bit more, I don't know, more unique in the EU, and the G canon they just come off as one dimension. Well, not one dimensional because Count Dooku is not completely bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, G Canon Count Dooku / T Canon Count Dooku. He has his sympathetic moments, but he's mainly power driven. Like his reasoning for like joining the dark side is to become the most powerful force user. Like it's like that's his mindset, you know. I'm not saying he doesn't have any heroic or moral ideas, as twisted as they are. Just he's more power thirsty. Whereas EU Count Dooku has a very twisted morality and a mindset that's more complex. You know, same for Disney canon Count Dooku. Both EU and Disney canon Count Dooku, they have a more anti Jedi perspective, and they're like, I believe I can do better for the galaxy. Whereas G canon / T canon Count Dooku is just more, you know, it's like he has those moments, but he's more driven by power, and that's supposed to be symbolism for Anakin, who's also driven by power.
Yeah, like all the villains of Star Wars are supposed to represent something about Anakin's future.
Mm-hmm. Right on the money. Right on the money.
Which is something that doesn't get talked about that often, from what I can tell.
Because because unlike Lucas, most people never focus on the important aspects of Star Wars. At least if you ask me. But
Uh, yeah, this is true. Oh, another thing I like to. There's one thing I'll give the G canon. Whenever they presented Boba and Jango, they made them like the most interesting part about the movies they were in. All right, now what are you doing? What are you doing now?
I'm showing a clip of this.
Now there's some digital characters in here, but they're no more or less fake than all the other characters that are in here. I mean, is a digital character more fake than a big fat rubber character? I mean, there's nothing real here at all. And it's hard to say that, a rubber character has more integrity than a digital character. What I try to do is just make the characters become believable. So they look realistic enough to where you have a suspension of disbelief and accept them as characters, not as tricks, which is what they all are. Now there's some digital.
Yeah, there's a couple good ones in here.
Yeah, I think I'll just change this to Star Wars discussion.
Nah, dude. Well, look, why don't you call it G canon versus EU Star Wars discussion? Like, you don't have to erase one to, acknowledge the other. At least I don't think you do.
Yeah, fuck it, just Star Wars discussion.
All right, if you want. If you want.
Well, we're just gonna be talking about random shit anyway. But yeah, that is one thing I like about the GCAN is you have like when Boba and Jango are on screen, not counting Return of the Jedi. They're probably one of the more interesting parts about their respective movie.
Right.
And not counting Return of the Jedi because Boba was done dirty.
He was. I'll be honest, he was. But I like the way Luke kicked him. Or did Luke kick him? No, Luke slashed his jetpack, I believe.
That was Han Solo.
Well, no, yeah, Han Solo hit his jetpack with what he was holding. You're right. No, Luke was the one that kept deflecting his blast. And I think Luke sliced his blaster in half.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
You took out a man's weapon.
Yeah, it's like Luke was not playing. He was not playing at all.
Bringing midichlorians into it as a device is something that existed from the beginning, but I would never really had the time to go into any explanation because every time these rather larger concepts come into play, how does the galaxy work? What is the Force? All this kind of stuff. You have to be very sort of cryptic and deal in fortune cookie descriptions of things, and so it's very difficult to get a concept across. But I figured in this whole movie I could begin to bring out the idea of midichlorians and their job in being sensitive to the Force, and why some people are more susceptible to the Force than others, which is an issue that's in the first film, but you never know why some people have the Force is strong with some people, not strong with other people. What is the device that causes that to happen? And I also like the idea of this symbiotic relationships, which is and again an ongoing theme in the whole movie of people helping people. That there may be a completely different race of life form that lives inside your body, completely independent of you, but has some influence over you. Bringing midichlorians into it as a device.
Darth Maul, the one character that Filoni got right, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh yeah. Honestly, it was Lucas and Filoni, if you ask me. But yeah, they both did a damn good job with Maul.
Oh yeah, I liked what they did with Maul because, like,
Speaking of Darth Maul, here's something with Sam Witwer.
Performs this really very emotional scene where Anakin is talking to his dead mother and Shmi, and he says to her, "I have a wife, and I want you to meet her.
You would really like her.
You would like her." And Matt performed it very emotionally and really, very, very well. And we're about to move on, and I said, "Got to do that again." And he goes, "Well, why?" And I said, "Because Padme already met Shmi.
Yeah, they had
in
dinner
the Phantom
together.
Menace. They had food." And I saw Dave kind of take his hat. And I just remember looking over at Ashley, and Ashley goes, "I've never seen someone out-geek Dave Filoni before." And I think that was when Dave was thinking, maybe we keep this guy around a little bit, Matt Lancer.
Yeah, that's when Sam Witwer corrected Dave Filoni.
Damn.
Yeah.
He out-geeked Filoni. Well, to be fair, I found Filoni's geek credentials in question.
No, his geek credentials are legit. It's not in question. He just makes choices that certain EU fans and some people don't agree with. So they think he's a fraud because they don't agree with some of his takes. Like, no, dude, you just have disagreements. It's not that doesn't make the dude a fraud. It's not how it works. Yeah, it's like there's nothing from Dave that's alarming for me. You know, I guess for EU fans, since they can't accept the fact that there's a Star Wars multiverse that George created. Well, not all of them, but some of them can't accept that fact. That, you know, it's alarming to them, but it's not alarming to me.
Okay.
Dave hasn't done anything like outside of his like for the sequel trilogy and some of his modern takes, which in my opinion are bad. It's like overall, the dude has always been a Star Wars fan. I may not agree with all his takes, but the dude has been a Star Wars fan. I could tell.
Yeah. Yeah, like Filoni did do some good stuff, but I do have to wonder how much of the things I liked about what he did are him and not Lucas.
Oh, Lucas had a heavy role in everything. Like everyone came to Lucas and collaborated with him. It's like it's not a matter of, you know, it's like Lucas spearheaded all of it, regardless. And other people did things. I'm not saying they didn't, but Lucas is the main header of it all. So when you're asking like how much of it was Lucas, it's like, well, Lucas did in my opinion, Lucas did more than Dave. He did more than the EU writers. He did more than everyone. Without him, there is no. Huh?
Z-Wolf's here.
Oh, wait, what? Where?
He's in the chat.
Oh, you mean he's viewing, he's listening, right?
Yeah, so
why's he going against ladies? This fucking guy.
Yeah, I can't blame him. Your sexuality is questionable.
Oh my god! If you're gonna call me gay again, I swear I'm gonna figure out a way to fucking punch you.
Go for it. I'd like to see you try.
Dude, the only one who has a weird sexuality here is you.
Why? Wait. So you're saying it's weirder to have sexuality than to not have it?
Yeah. If you ask me, it's like, look, I may not feel attracted to anyone at all in any way, but to me, I don't know. That feels normal to me. For you, it's like you're attracted to someone. Ugh, you're in the cooties and shit.
Oh, God forbid a species wants to reproduce and continue to exist.
I never really thought much about reproducing. It's like I'm not really against it, but I'm not really for it. I'm just kind of indifferent, if I'm being honest. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not really something that I'm too, I guess, concerned about. You know,
Uh,
I don't know. I guess I just don't have an opinion on it, if that makes any sense. Oh shit. Zio saying you made a funny. I have no idea how that happened.
this is your fault, Dan. This is your fault.
That wasn't my fault.
I don't
You're
know.
the
I
one
don't
that
know. It just is.
you,
Somehow
you
I find
started
a way to
you
blame.
started this, all right? So don't pull that shit. You're the one that messed with the bull. Now you get the horns. You only have yourself to blame.
Okay, well then, ladies and gentlemen, there's a little secret you should know about Dan.
If you're gonna call me gay again, I swear I'm gonna punch you across the fucking face.
He's an asexual.
Oh my god. I'm sick of these terms. Like, does it really fucking matter what these labels and shit? Who gives a shit?
Oh yeah,
Honestly,
no.
it's not even a fucking secret that I don't have like any attraction towards anybody. It's like whatever.
Yeah, I think he's secretly gay, but that's just me hoping.
Why are you hoping that I'm secretly gay?
Then it would be funny because I've seen pictures of you. You look gay.
How the fuck do I look gay?
You just do.
Dude, you look fucking gay. Have you seen your fucking beard?
Okay, first of all, a gay man would never allow his beard to get that out of hand.
Nah, I call bullshit because I've met gay men who have beards like that in New York City.
I thought everyone in New York City was smooth trimmed or had buzz cuts.
Oh no. Some people like have these long flowing beards. But yeah,
How does
some of
George
my
Lucas stand then?
some of my male teachers were gay and they'd have these long fucking beards. So it's like, yeah.
Oh god.
Well, they didn't like they weren't like hitting people over the head with their sexuality. They weren't bringing it up all the time, but it's like you could tell. You could tell.
Oh,
Especially
so they weren't going, I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay.
yeah, they weren't doing that. If someone asked them, that some of them would say they are, others wouldn't say anything, but they made it clear. It was pretty obvious. And if it was either obvious or they would confirm it, but they wouldn't like bring it up all the time. So it's like, it's I've met people like there's all sorts of people in New York City, but like, dude, me, like, look, I may not have like attraction, but whatever, dude. It doesn't fucking matter. It's not a secret.
Yeah, he also has an unhealthy obsession with George Lucas.
So what? I'm a Star Wars geek. You got an unhealthy obsession with fucking Lovecraft. You think that's normal?
I'd rather be obsessed with Lovecraft than George Lucas.
All right, so what? Dude, right now, people think Lovecraft's a racist. So if you have an obsession with him, there's going to be lots of fucking people that think you're a racist too.
Well, I already did a video defending him, so they probably already know this.
Yeah, they probably do, but still, dude, you have the weirder obsession in the current society we're in, pal. So I don't want to fucking hear it.
Well, society can kiss my ass.
Yeah, whatever.
Society can kiss my white ass. I like Lovecraft. I like Robert E. Howard. I like people from the past. If they have a problem with that, they can blow me.
Oh my god. You said society could kiss your white ass, yet you're like weren't you turning to society a minute ago?
When?
to talk about all these Dan secrets and shit. Like, what the fuck? They're not.
Oh no, society can still take a long walk off a short cliff because society is a domain for busybodies, for herd people. I may rely on society, but I do not always conform to it. I do not always agree with it.
Hey, Zeal said, "I think it's the beard." What do you think he's talking about?
No idea.
Hmm.
I wish I knew how to share stuff on here.
He's probably agreeing with me that the beard confirms how gay you are.
Yeah, well, if you saw half the shit that's on my phone, you wouldn't think that.
Yeah, some people try to hide it with all sorts of evidence.
Okay, then I'll just send you pictures of porn.
No. Actually, if you do, I'm just gonna fucking delete it.
Oh, good then. Good. Let me see. Where's the pictures?
I think it's the beard. Your obsession with Lucas. I have no idea what Zeal's saying. He keeps talking in short sentences.
Okay, sending porn now.
Hey, you can send it all you want, dude. It's not like I'm gonna look at it.
Damn it. You're right. It's like that time I sent you a foot pic. It did nothing.
Yeah, you just said that on here, and you're basically you're trying to defend why you're not gay, and you're confirming on this stream that you sent me that shit.
Damn it.
The beard, the foot pick, and the fact that he's secretly hoping that I'm gay when I'm not gay. You're fucking
Damn it, Dan. Stop giving implications.
You're gay. You're gay for me. You're gay for me. You're gay for me.
No, I've seen pictures of you, Dan. I would sooner blow my brains out.
The seeds. You planted the seed for your own destruction.
Damn it. Okay, for context, I have a foot problem.
No.
Dan.
He's
I
gay.
said to him,
He's
you know
gay.
what he did? He goes, my eyes.
Yeah. Nathan wanted to send me foot pics because I don't know, he has a fetish or something.
No, it's called there's a gaping hole in my foot, and I know it would traumatize him.
It's a gaping hole in your foot. Oh my god, dude, you're not making this sound any better.
No, I'm making it sound worse, but I'm rolling with it.
You're rolling. Oh my god, that tells me that if you worked on something and you fucked up, you just keep going, right?
Pretty much. And Zeal, I will talk about the potato cutter all I want.
What are potato cutters? Are you talking about your foot again?
Yeah, one time I was talking to him and I was like shaving my foot. Like there's this thing that kind of grains at it, like takes off like the dead skin.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very painful, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, can we watch something else?
Oh yeah, sure. Hold on a minute.
You have to understand that the reality of nature and God and life is that things come and things go. They do not stay in your life. And you have to learn to accept the fact that it is a continuum that you're just a part of, and the things will be there and then they won't be there. So enjoy them and love them while they're there, and then be happy that they've gone someplace else. You can't hold on to people because the pain of losing somebody or losing something is your pain. It's not the pain of that person. It's your pain of losing that person being with you. And you have to be able to overcome that. Otherwise, you just suffer your whole life. You have to.
Yeah, that's the letting go argument he has. Yeah.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I mean, what stings about it, Nathan, is that it's like my love for Star Wars. As much as I love it so much, it's like, I like the more Disney keeps making shitty decisions, and I want them to make better decisions. I want Star Wars to be saved, but sometimes I'm like, I guess I have to accept that Star Wars is dead now, and that I have to let it go.
It's dead, Jim.
Fuck. Wait, are you referencing The Office when you said that?
No, I don't think I am.
What were you? Were you referencing anything, or were you just saying that?
No, I think I was referencing Star Trek.
Oh, when Spock died, right?
Yeah, it goes, he's dead, Jim.
Yeah. Right, yeah. I don't know, man. That shit was...
Okay, Zeal, 1 second.
That shit was something else. Yeah. But no, dude, in all seriousness, in joking, dude, based on everything we've discussed, there's more evidence for you to be gay.
Okay, whatever you say. Okay, Zeal, I sent you a link to the stream.
Yeah, whatever. All right, so you want to talk more about G Canon versus EU?
Yes, now you're done posting videos on here.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's on Twitter, Z-Wolf. I sent you a DM with the link.
Why did he yell Star Trek like that?
Because that's what I was referencing.
Oh. Wait, are there two watchers?
What the fuck? How are there two? Well, that one will probably go away here in a second. Just give it a minute.
Yeah. Okay, you're in, Zeal.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Zeal.
Not much. I've just had to suffer through Dan watching endless amounts of videos.
What the hell, dude?
Yeah.
It's Star Wars commentary.
Yeah,
Yeah, every time I try talking to him, he plays another
I didn't want to join, but now that you're talking existential, I can chime in.
Oh my god, what the dude, do you know how many existential topics Star Wars covers? Like if this is enough for you, then I don't know what to say.
Yeah, see? They left finally.
Oh,
Nah,
yeah.
I thought you guys were talking more about like.
Wait, did they really leave, Nathan? Because if Z-Wolf is here, then that means whoever else that person is could still be there.
Damn it!
Well, you sent me a link through Twitter, so it opened within the Twitter thing, so it maybe didn't disconnect me from YouTube.
You sure? Because like, unless you're still viewing it from YouTube, like, is that page still up?
That page is still up, but I'm on my phone.
Z-Wolf,
so
take
hold
it
on, let me
down.
switch
Take-
back to YouTube.
take the
Let me see what
page-
happens.
Take the page down so we could see if it'll turn into a 0 or if it'll stay a 1.
I don't see the point.
It's to test to see if the person is Z-Wolf that's viewing it. I swear, sometimes I feel like I'm the brains of the operation.
That's funny.
Yeah, but it's funny because it's true.
Yeah, you have
It's
brains,
funny
but you
because
don't.
to you.
You have brains, but you don't do much with them. Apparently,
Dude, you do less than me.
Give me a
Hey,
second.
at
least I type up my stories.
Wait, 1 second.
You talk about your stories. Oh, what? Oh, gee, have I not done that before? Why did Z-Wolf leave?
No idea.
Yeah, whatever. He'll probably be back. I was like, you talk about your stories. It's not a new fucking concept. I've done that plenty of fucking times.
Yeah, but do you write them down and finish them? Because I finished one of my stories.
I do finish my stories, asshole. I don't show everything I write. Because unlike you, I don't need people potentially stealing my shit.
Technically, I didn't have to worry about that because I was vague as hell.
Whatever, dude.
If you watched the video, you would know that.
Watch what video? Your Robert E. Howard video?
Not that one, jackass.
Well, which one?
Never mind. Not worth it.
Yeah, just what I thought.
Okay, first of all, you Lucas. Never mind.
Actually, you know what? It might be Z-Wolf because he disappeared and it's still a 1. Unless he closed his YouTube page, which that means it could be someone else.
Fuck it. So, yeah. I kind of like Lucas's point, though, about, like, you have to move on when someone dies.
Right.
I do like that point because you can't hold on to the past or it'll just weigh you down.
Okay. I can't get that Neon Evangelion intro out of my head.
Oh, hang on. Let me fix that.
Are you going to put on the fucking Russian national anthem?
No. What the hell?
I was about to ask, how are you fixing this? Does that help?
Huh?
Did that help at all?
Helps me. Hang on. Zero says to send the link on Discord.
What link on Discord? You sent him a link?
Yes.
On Discord? I thought it was on Twitter.
Yeah, no, he's asking to send it on Discord. Hang on.
All right. I'm gonna go see if Bats is. Hey, Bats, you back? Bats? Bats, man. Yeah, I think he's still offline.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, he asked you to put a link on Discord. Okay, now it's at a 0. Yeah, you know what? That was probably Z-Wolf.
Yeah, called it.
Either it was him or the person that was watching left.
Yep, fucking called it.
Well, we don't know for sure. I'm guessing it's him, but it could be that the other person left.
No, excuse me while I break out into the "fuck you, I was right" dance.
Dude, we don't fucking know until Zeal comes back and I ask him if he took his page down. So chill the fuck out.
Fuck you, I was right. Fuck you, I
Shut
was right.
up. I'm sorry, Zeal. I want to ask, did you take your YouTube page down?
Yeah.
Like, did you do it before you came on?
Before I came on now, yeah.
Okay, well then, who was the viewer?
I don't know. When I was viewing it, it said only one viewer, but it doesn't matter who the viewer is. You just be happy you have one.
Dude, like, well, one, it's like, I want to know, man, because Nathan barely gets shit on here. Like, no one really notices his channel.
So what? It will happen. I've been on YouTube for 2 years. Every live stream that I do, basically just my mom shows up.
Yeah, I don't know about that. You got some level of a following.
Well, a few, very recently, but like at the beginning when I tried, it was there was not much.
Mm.
Value every viewer. Don't question who it is. Just be happy you got it.
Yeah,
easy.
I just say roll with it. Go with the flow.
Yeah, you say that till you're losing your fucking mind.
You gotta get something. You gotta get something to lose it, right?
Oh my
Yeah. And I've haven't really lost anything. Like I just do things for the sake of doing them. Figured, fuck it, what have I got to lose?
Great, and now I can't get that Ray of Light song out of my head again.
What rate? For God's sake, man, hang on.
Dude, that Star Wars theme is gonna do jack shit. It's not gonna help me forget anything.
Sergio.
Nathan, what bright idea in your head is it to play more music to cancel out music in my brain? Like that doesn't work.
All right, hang on. I'm trying to get this thing to work with these fucking ads. Will stop coming on.
Yeah, don't worry. They love you, Nathan. They just want you.
Oh Christ!
How, dude? That didn't help me. The music's
If
still
you
in my
don't
brain.
want the ads there, Nathan, you gotta pay for YouTube.
Fuck that. Fuck that and fuck them.
Then live with the ads because they gotta make their money. You can keep getting free videos.
Yeah. Well, define free, because not everything is free on YouTube. There's still those videos that you have to pay for.
Well, now I feel worse than when I
but
made
that's
my
their
Red Letter
library.
Media comment.
If let's say you want to do free content and get free content on YouTube, you
Yeah.
gotta deal with the ads. That's with everything. Spotify, like even StreamYard.
In
if you use the free
Soviet
version, you get
Russia,
the
the
logo.
ads have to deal with me.
In Soviet Russia, the ads own you.
You know what's funny, Zio? You have effectively made me feel worse than after I said my comment about Red Letter Media earlier. Congratulations, I now feel worse.
Ugh, it's a small bar to set, you know. I made you feel PC on YouTube ads.
Yeah, I remember the guy who came up with YouTube ads actually says he regrets doing it.
Yeah,
like, no joke, he apologized.
Just like everything that has a good thing, it's being abused because you have more commercials, more advertisers, more marketing. It's more popular, so you got to shove more ads into more content. I think last year or 2 years ago, maybe, they started putting ads on channels that are not monetized, because before that it used to be just if you're monetized. Now it's also on clips for channels who don't have enough subscribers or whatever. You watch anything, you still get ads. So people didn't like that one. But at the end of the day, it's a free platform, so they can do what they want.
Wait, Zio, since we got you on here, let's talk about your fan film. Like, just tell people what you want to say about it. Like some people will probably come onto this later. Like, it's usually after I've done the stream that some people watch it. Is there anything you want to talk about your fan film?
Sure. Part 2 is in post-production right now. We're world building. We already have a communication channel open and that kind of thing. We hired a special 3D animator for CG characters. So now he's working on fur and skin texture and that kind of thing. Part 1 is on my Z-Wolf channel, so it's if you type in YouTube at Yamcha Film, you can find it, or youtube.com/Z-Wolf Movie. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And yeah, like, enjoy it. Like, watch it all the way to the end, so you'll see everybody that's been involved in it, all the great talent that we had, and that's about it. Just enjoy it. It's a love letter to Dragon Ball.
All right.
Thank you, Nathan.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I can never do a love letter. The closest thing I can do is like a video talking about shit.
That's fair. If you want, you can do a reaction video to my part 1.
I still had to finish watching your movie. I never saw the full thing. Like I saw some of it and thought, you know what, this isn't too bad.
The hell, man! You still didn't watch it all the way through?
No, I forgot. I had to go back and watch it.
Now you know where the channel is.
Yeah, I just have to go back on YouTube and type in Z-Wolf.
Well, type at Yamcha Film, it'll be easier. Because Z-Wolf, there's a lot of different people who have Z-Wolf. Apparently, there's a band called Z-Wolf.
Seriously?
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of, if you type just Z-Wolf, you get a whole bunch of people. Maybe if you type Z-Wolf, might be a little bit different.
I wonder if there's anyone who has the trademark Arkham for their title, because I want to use that for a production company at some point.
Oh, for sure there is.
Damn it.
Kidding? So many Batman horrors out there in the world.
Does anyone hear any seagulls?
Yeah, I'm in the car. There's seagulls in the background. That's it. Spring is here. They all came out from Florida.
Hold up. Z-Wolf, what part of Canada are you in?
Montreal.
Is that near the beach?
Not quite, no. But Montreal itself is an island, so the whole river from the Atlantic just comes all the way here.
Okay, that makes a little more sense now.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with it. I don't know. For some reason, every time, like whenever it's winter, all the birds go to Florida. Whenever it's spring, they all come back.
So Z-Wolf, are you a Star Wars fan or no?
On a movie level, love the movies. Well, some of the movies. And yeah, beyond that, I haven't watched the cartoons, haven't read the comics, the lores, that kind of thing. You guys telling like I'm as Dan quoted a normie, even though by somebody else's opinion I'm more qualified to be a Jedi than him. So it still kind of chafes his ass a little bit.
Dude, you're more qualified to be a fucking Sith. You're Dooku. That's a Sith, asshole.
Dude, I'm strong with the Force.
Yeah, give me a fucking break. You lose both your hands and then you get decapitated. As far as I'm concerned, you're a joke.
Look, you see, the defense rests. His ass is still chafing.
Yep. Yeah, it's side with Z-Wolf here, and it pains me to side with him, but I'm going to have to side with him here.
You're only siding with him because you want to go against me.
No, I'm siding with him because I heard you two arguing, and I thought Z-Wolf had the better argument.
No, dude, I don't buy that shit. If it were true, then Z-Wolf wouldn't drive you crazy half the time, but he does.
And he's gone.
He's gone. Wow. You think it's his connection?
Maybe.
No, that's not recent. That's an old message he sent. I accidentally pressed on it.
Yeah, give it a minute. I'm sure he'll come back.
I want to have another G Canon versus EU discussion, Nathan, but I don't know what topic we're going to cover, honestly, though.
Okay, let's discuss. Well, like you told me this thing about the Sith and the G-Can. Like, let's talk about that for a minute. Like, what was Lucas's original plan for the Sith?
And we already know. We had a discussion about it.
Well, let's go over it again.
All right. Let's get on the rundown. So, the Jedi Order existed. One of the Jedi was corrupt, fell to the dark side, started the Sith, corrupted a bunch of other Jedi, and created the Sith Knights. The Sith Knights conquered the universe and ruled it under an iron fist with their empires for at least 1,000 or 2,000 years before they got so power hungry and so power thirsty and so greedy that they killed each other for their power. They basically eliminated each other by destroying each other. Then the Jedi came in and helped the galaxy create the Galactic Republic. And the Galactic Republic ruled, and this is around the time of the prequels. The Sith feel like the Jedi tricked them because the Jedi just waited for them to eliminate each other, and the Sith have this very what? How should I say? They have a very misunderstood perspective. They have a misunderstood revenge perspective. They think the Jedi were the cause of their destruction because the Jedi just waited for them to kill each other. So their mindset is, okay, the Jedi schemed. They were scheming. And when we all killed each other, now they took our position in the galaxy. Now they have all the power. So the Sith basically think since the Jedi just let them all kill each other and didn't get involved, that the Jedi were tricking them. And now Palpatine and Maul plan to avenge the Sith by destroying the Jedi. So that's the G-canon version of the Jedi. At least the version George set up in the G-canon and the T-canon.
Yeah, I'd actually like to explore that. Like, if we could, like, let's say we could get enough money for George Lucas to buy back Star Wars, I'd be like, do movies exploring that version of the Sith.
Whereas, we know the EU version of the Sith started out as the Jedi, a combination, a force organization on the planet Tython that practiced both the light side and the dark side on a planet that apparently was balanced that way, unlike most versions of Star Wars. But, due to inner groups in the Order becoming obsessed with both sides, they both split off. One group becomes the Jedi, another group becomes the Sith, and they spend generations fighting each other during the Old Republic. And then you have the Galactic Republic, and the Sith come in and they conquer it, and there's all this fighting and wars and everything. So it's like the G-canon version and the EU version of events are similar, but different. And I could be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure the Disney canon, current canon of, continuity in the Star Wars multiverse, I think they follow the EU version of events because they reference a lot of they reference a lot of EU stuff. So I'm willing to think that. But yeah, that's the brass tacks. I'm just giving an abridged version of all this,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I would actually not mind exploring that George Lucas version of the Sith. Because, again, we have the EU version, which is actually an interesting version. But I'd like to see what George Lucas would do if he explored that. Like, would he tell a tragedy story with that? Would he say... Would they just be, like, straight up evil? Like, just black and white morality? Like, what would he do you think?
That would be interesting. But for the most part, before any of that, I want George Lucas' sequel trilogy, his G-canon sequel trilogy. I want his Underworld show. I want all G-canon, T-canon, and EU products from George before Disney got their hands on Star Wars. That's what I would want.
Yeah, but now the world is fucked. The world is upside down. Cats and dogs might as well be living together.
Well, they're not, but sure, let's go with that.
And yeah, Star Wars is fucked. It's dead, Jim. Let's move on. Make fan projects.
Yeah. You're fun. I'm sure you're fun at parties.
Depends on who shows up.
I'm being sarcastic, Nathan.
Just saying, depends on who shows up.
I'd say it depends on nothing. You're just not fun at parties.
Well, you say that, but some people find me fun to be around as long as I'm in a good mood.
Like who?
My family.
Okay, anyone else outside of your relatives?
Oh, there's you on a few occasions.
Let offense rest.
Okay, first of all, fuck you.
The defense rest. You can get mad, but the defense rest.
Okay, Z-Wolf. What the fuck?
What?
People are liking, like I put a picture on Twitter of a character sheet, and some people are liking it.
Like
What should-
like followers are liking it or what?
Yeah, like a few people have enjoyed it, I guess.
Mm.
Yeah, it's people I follow and who follow me.
Maybe you should do a character list. Maybe you should go over a character list for your videos, your YouTube videos, actually.
Yeah, maybe. I've been thinking of doing one for the Rogue Sith thing I've done.
Yeah.
The problem is I don't have a good image to use.
All right. Good night, everybody. Come on, Nathan. Let's call it a day and just cut this thing.
10 more minutes.
10 more minutes? Don't give me that crap.
10 more minutes.
Oh my fucking god.
Actually, let's talk about the stuff we're working on. Like, what Star Wars stuff do you have planned again?
I'm not going to go into detail about that until later. We'll have to make another video.
Damn it.
Yeah. All right, Nathan.
9 more minutes.
If you're waiting 10 more minutes, I think I'm going to call it early.
Okay, fine.
It's going to be 10. No. You can't end this. It's going to be 10 minutes of awkward silence from Nathan Stein.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen who watch this, thank you for showing up to this goat fuck. Not helped one bit by the presence of Bad Kid. Have a nice day. And remember, the game was right from the start.
Yay. I wish we had an outro or something to play.
Oh,